Hi everybody, it's Haley and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is going to be a French braid tutorial. So, this is the hair I'm going to be working with. You can really do this with a lot of different lengths of hair. I've done this before on like shoulder length hair all the way to like really long hair. So, it really can work on any kind of length of hair. If it's shorter, obviously it needs more practice. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Okay, so first I'm going to be starting out with the different supplies that you will need. So the first thing you will need is, this is really for the end, but hairspray. This is going to help make sure the hair holds for all day. I love doing French braids and Dutch braids, and Dutch braids will be next week's video. So that's a little sneak peek for you guys. So I love just doing these for, if I'm, let's say I was going to like a fair or a park, this would be a good hairstyle to get my hair out of my face. So, first thing you're gonna need is hairspray. The next thing you will need is, I love to use rubber bands. I got this little container for Easter, so I'm able to put all my rubber bands in here this time. And I got some new rubber bands. So these are the newer one, and then these are the ones from last week's video. So I like these rather than like the thick hair bands. Just, even if your hair is really thick, I still just think this makes it look nicer and usually easier, and also you can usually braid farther down, and it looks better altogether, even if your hair is really thick. Okay, the next thing that you will need is a comb like last week, and one with this kind of end. If you don't, of course, you can use your finger. However, this does make life a whole lot easier, so I really like this. Then, a wet brush, or any kind of hairbrush for that matter. I just really like wet brushes. And then lastly, this is kind of optional, but I prefer it, and I think it's really helpful, especially if you're a beginner, is having a hair clip, so that way your hair is out of the way, the hair that you haven't braided yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into styling. Step one, I'm going to bring the head towards me, so that way I can kind of make sure I'm doing this properly, but I'll let you guys see as well what I'm doing. So I'm taking it from the nose, and I'm just drawing a line back like so, and just drawing a straight line all the way through. Sometimes it does take a little bit of practice. You may need a little practice before you can perfect it. And of course, there's going to be little stragglers so just kind of look and see how your part looks, if it needs to be fixed or if it looks good. I think this actually looks pretty good for today. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty good, I'd say. I'm going to just fix it here actually a little bit with my finger, because you can, of course, use your finger if you don't have this kind of comb. Then I take this side of the hair, and this is where the clip comes in handy, because it just really helps to be able to clip my hair, or if you want to use a hairband, whatever works. I just love being able to get it out of the way. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the actual French braiding. Okay, so let's start. So I'm gonna tilt this. Actually, it might be easier once we get to this side for you guys to see it, but I'm gonna still show you guys the steps that I'm doing, but you guys are gonna have a better view when I do this side for sure. But we're gonna do this. Actually, no, you guys can still get a pretty good view. I'm just gonna stand up so that way you guys can see it. Okay, so what you do is, first make sure the hair is all detangled. If you need spray detangler, of course, use that. But what I'm gonna do is take a section of my hair in the front, Okay, very small section. And I'm going to make a triangle with it. You can do this hairstyle on yourself or on somebody else. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it into 3 sections like this. Again, it's going to be a bit of a better view when I'm on the other side. So I'm going to take 3 sections, okay? And I'm going to take my first side section, okay? And I'm going to cross it over the middle piece, okay? Then I'm going to take the other side and I'm going to cross it over the middle piece again. That's basically what you're doing. Except now, each time you cross the side piece over the middle piece, now you're going to be adding hair now that we've done the first strand. So I'm going to add hair to my side piece right here. Okay? And then I'm going to take my side piece and cross it over the middle. Gonna take more hair and add it to my other side piece and cross it over the middle. And that's basically what you're doing. Again, I can show you a bit of a better view once we're on to the other side. You'll be able to see a better view of what we're doing. That's just going to happen a lot with these videos until I can figure out like a better camera angle to set my camera up on. It's going to be better view for the other side. So, just taking this and taking extra hair, adding it, and crossing it over. So, I'm going to do that until I get all the way down to the bottom. And eventually it becomes one of those things that it's like riding a bike. You know, you just learn it and kind of don't forget it. It's one of those things that you don't do it in a while. You try it for like a minute or two and you pick it right back up. It's super easy once you get the hang of it. And so I have a bit of a better view now. I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So these are the 3 sections right here. I'm adding hair to this side on this side section, and then I'm crossing it over the middle piece. Taking more hair on this side and crossing it over the middle piece. So, gonna finish this side real quick. Alrighty. And of course you can have it loose, tight, you know, in between, whatever you prefer. Big, small, like whatever you really prefer. Because that's what you gotta do with your sections. So if you want it to be like a tiny little like French braid, then you gotta do small sections. If you want it to be big and full, then you gotta do bigger sections. So, yeah. Alrighty. And also, I'll show you guys what to do if you get stragglers like this, because it happens more often than not. Okay, once I get down to adding more hair, all I'm going to do is basic braiding, which is crossing over the middle piece, like this. So really just simple and basic and easy. Okay, I'm braiding all the way down to the bottom. Okay. So now, this is why I use rubber bands instead of hair bands, because this is going to come into play now. Because you see how small the section is? A hairband would never hold that. So, I'm going to tie it off now. And then I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to fix that part of the braid. Because sometimes you can't control it, especially if you're doing this on yourself. You know, and you don't want to have to redo the braid. You don't have to. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick. All you're gonna do is take that piece of hair and all you're gonna do is either A, if it's really big, you may need to bobby pin it, or B, if you can, just push it in like this. Okay. Oh, I need to do that with 2 of them in a row. Because right here, the way this doll head is made, sometimes it doesn't. I think the sides were made kind of weird, so that's why it does do this over on this side a little bit more. Okay, so now to add some volume to the braid, all you're going to do is pull out the side pieces. Be careful if you have to tuck anything in, but I'm being careful there. Anyway, especially when it comes down to like this part of the braid, just like flare it out. Okay, you're just pulling out the braid apart, and then it is all done. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to the other side. Let's do this side. You guys are gonna get a bit of a better view this time, I promise, because it's just the way my camera angle is, it's harder to film the other side. So this side you're gonna really be able to see. So what I'm gonna do is take small triangle of hair, okay? Small triangle of hair, and what I'm gonna do, I just grab a section of hair and then I part it and make it even and make it look pretty. Also, try to even it out with the other side. So see where it ends and all, and even it out. So I'm gonna take my hair into 3 even sections. Hold on, let's try and make this pretty even here. So 3 even sections. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the side piece, okay, and cross it over the middle. The other side piece, cross over the new middle piece that you just made. So yes, the middle piece will change. Okay, so now you have your 3 pieces again. For the side, you're gonna switch now, go back to the side you started out with. You're gonna add hair to the side piece, okay? Then you're gonna cross that over the middle piece, making that your new middle piece. Then you're gonna take hair and add it to the other side, okay? And then you're going to cross it over your newly made middle piece, making that the middle piece. Okay, you're gonna do the exact same thing again. And I'm making sure I'm angling it so it's even with the other side. Okay, adding hair to the side piece. And then just crossing it over the middle piece. Taking more hair again. Adding it to the side piece. And crossing it over again. So that's just how you do it. I am going to have it at this angle still, so you guys can kind of see, but that's just what you're doing. That's just the pattern. It's super duper simple and super easy. Once you get the hang of it, you know, it's just, again, becomes like second nature. It becomes really easy. It may be kind of challenging at first, I'm not gonna lie. I am self-taught with this, along with pretty much all the other hairstyles. And so, yeah. And also, I just wanted to say, the reason why I really wanted to start this channel is because I felt like when I was trying to watch other videos, I struggled to follow along, and I feel like sometimes other people can too. So I really wanted to make a step-by-step. However, I have found some hairstyle channels to be absolutely great, so go check those out as well. It's just when I was younger and I was learning, I'd have a bit of a struggle. So that's why I'm going really in depth. But there's other channels that I was able to follow along to greatest, especially as I got older. So, yeah. Okay. So, gonna just keep doing this pattern all the way down to the bottom. So, yeah. I'm just adding hair each time to the side pieces. So, yeah. Also, you guys, let me know down below in the comments what kind of hairstyles you guys want to see on this channel. And also, let me know, you guys, give me some tips on what kind of hairstyles you guys want to see from my shorts in May. This month, April, I am doing simple hairstyles. What kind do you guys want to see in May? Like, let me know. Do you guys want to see, like, beachy or, like, you know, fancy? Like, let me know, because I'd be more than glad to do it. And I feel like doing YouTube shorts are really a fun thing to do, and I think you guys enjoy them. So anyway, now I'm at the bottom. I should go back to where I was. Hold on. So I just finished adding hair here, okay? All I'm doing is just continuing that process without adding hair. So I'm just adding, or I'm not adding, I should say, any hair. I'm just crossing over the middle, crossing over the middle, crossing over the middle, and, you know, it's a very simple pattern. As you can see, my fingers move pretty quickly when I'm doing this, so it does get easy, I promise. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go all the way down to the bottom here. Alrighty. And so I'm gonna now tie it off and then see if there's any little pieces I gotta tuck in. Again, you may have to bobby pin some pieces if they're really like big and noticeable, or if it keeps falling out, then of course bobby pin will work, because nobody wants to restart from the beginning. I used to make that mistake when I was first learning. Don't start from the beginning. So anyway, you can just, again, if you have any stragglers, just tuck them in. Especially if your hair is thick, then that might also be a reason why you have some stragglers. So, okay, I'm gonna, especially like on the tail, you might need to pancake it out a little bit up there, but right here at the bottom is where it really needs to be. Sorry, my camera stopped recording for a second, but I just pancaked out the braid. So, yeah, alrighty, this is my hairstyle complete. Alrighty, last step would be to spray it in place. Even if you're not doing anything big that day, just spraying it in place really helps it. I'm going to show you guys from the front, sides, back, all of that. So let's do a complete turn. So you guys could see it just has so much volume. Even if your hair is thin, this doll head I feel like has thin hair, and yet it's still able to work. So yeah. Alrighty, so that is the complete French braid tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please do me a huge favor and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also press the notification bell so you guys will be notified whenever I post any new videos. And also, comment some different hairstyles you guys would like to see, and also what I should do for my YouTube short for the month of May. Okay, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.